Hello everyone, this is Prithvi Raj and welcome to the session. Today's discussion is decision tree. Decision trees are a simple way to guide one path to a decision. Decision tree algorithm belongs to a family of supervised learning algorithms. Decision trees are hierarchically branched structures that help one to come a decision based on asking certain questions in a particular sequence. A good decision is the one that should be a shortest one and should ask only few meaningful questions. Decision tree problem. We have one scenario here. Suppose if you go to a doctor, then doctor would suggest some of the questions or doctor would ask some of the questions like the questions will be like to determine the cause of the uh, ailment. The doctor would continue to ask the question till he or she is able to arrive to a reasonable decision. If nothing seems plausible, then doctor would recommend us to take some more additional tests to generate more data and options. So based on that, he may arrive at some certain decision. So this is one of the smallest scenario, like how anyone they can take some certain decision. Here is one example or exercise, that is to create a decision tree that helps to make a decisions about approving the play of an outdoor game. And objective is to predict the play decision given to the atmospheric conditions. The decision is should the game to be allowed or not. This is the question. Outlook is sunny, temperature is hot, humidity is normal, windy is true, and what should be the play condition, whether yes or no. Now for this, in order to solve this, we need a previous data, or we call it as a data set. So this is the available data set related to the previous question. Here we have outlook, temperature, humidity, and windy attributes, and some of the following values are also given. Related play conditions also given, but there is no row that matches to sunny, hot, normal, windy in a given table. Uh, so if the decision can be formed, suppose if that row which is matched to the given question, but the decision from that row could be used to answer the current problem. However, there is no such past instances are available in the data set. So it is not possible for us to take the direct decision. So in that case, we have to go for the decision tree. We have to construct the decision tree first, and based on that tree, we can take the decision. Decision tree construction. First thing is we have to determine the root node. One could begin by asking one of the following questions: what is the outlook? What is the temperature? What is the humidity? And what is the wind speed? We have to start with the first variable. In this case, it is the outlook, and that outlook which can take the three values like sunny, overcast, and rainy. This is the given data set, so we have to keep it for our reference. The first attribute is outlook. In this outlook, we have to write down the rules. So first we'll check for the sunny. We have totally 5 number of sunny values for an attribute called outlook, and for these 5 sunny values, we have to look for the play condition. In 3 cases, the play condition were no, and in 2 cases, the play condition is yes. So that is nothing but number of errors are 2 out of 5. How to write down these rules? So these rules can be written based on the maximum condition. Here for a sunny outlook, for a sunny value, the maximum number of play condition is no. Hence we have written this as sunny to no. Another is value is overcast. So we have totally four number of overcast, and in all the four cases the play condition is yes. Look at this: overcast yes, overcast yes, overcast yes, and here also the overcast for is yes. So there is no error exist here. So 0 out of 4. Out of 4 values, in all the cases it is yes. One more is rainy. For this rainy, again we have totally 5 rainies here, and under this, 3 conditions were yes and 2 conditions were no. So errors are 2 out of 5. Total number of errors for this is 4 out of 14. So out of 14 values, we have got 4 errors. So in the Outlook gives 10 correct decision and 4 incorrect decision. So that is nothing but out of 14, 4 errors are present. Similar analysis that can be done for the remaining 3 variables. Now this is for the temperature. In this temperature, we have 3 values: hot, mild, and cool. If you consider this hot, totally we have 4 number of hot, 3 here and plus 1 here, and out of this 2 no's and 2 yes. So as a rule, either you can write it as hot to yes or hot to no, because both are same. So the possible number of errors are 2 out of 4. Another is mild. If mild is yes, then number of errors are 2 out of 6, because there are totally 6 milds are present, and out of these all were yes except 2. If it is cool, then totally there are 4 cools here. In almost 3 cases it is yes, but in 1 case that is no. So errors are 1 out of 4. So total number of errors are 5 out of 14. Next is for humidity. Only 2 values, high and normal. If I take the rules as high to no, then possible errors are 3 out of 7. Normal to yes, that is 1 out of 7. If you see the normal here, totally 7 normals are there. Out of these, all were yes, but in only one case it is no. So total number of errors are 4 out of 14. Lastly, the for windy takes 2 values, false and true. If I take false to yes, then total number of errors are 2 out of 8. If I take true to no, then number of errors are 3 out of 6, because here in 3 cases it is no, 3 cases it is yes. Either you can take true to yes or true to no. But total number of errors are 5 out of 14 for windy attribute. Now, we can write it as in one shot. Together we can write for Outlook 4 errors, temperature 5, humidity 4, and windy 5. So while constructing the decision tree, first thing is to construct the root node. So that can be done by considering the least number of errors. So that can be chosen as the first node. But here in this case, 2 variable that have the least number of errors, that is outlook and humidity. But this tie that can be broken by using another criteria that is called as a purity of resulting subtree. Within this, if you consider in for outlook overcast, we have 0 errors, whereas in case of humidity, we don't have any 0 number of errors. So we will take this attribute as our first node of a decision tree. So we'll consider outlook as a root node. Then we have 3 possible cases for outlook. One is sunny, and there is rainy, and overcast. Okay, so for overcast we got the direct value as yes. If outlook is overcast, in all cases it is yes. But for sunny, again we have the following table, and for rainy also we have the following table. Then we have to apply the same logic for these 2 tables separately. Next is to determine the next node of a tree. So for the sunny branch towards left side, we have to calculate the number of errors for temperature, humidity, and windy. Next, we'll take the attribute as temperature, and in the temperature, again, we have the following rules. Uh, for that rules, first we have to consider the values hot, mild, and cool. Now, this is only for with respect to sunny. For sunny, number of hot. So for sunny, we have only two values called hot. Here, the attribute must be temperature, but outlook should be sunny. So here we have sunny, but the temperature is mild and cool. Again, here also it is mild. So only two hot values. It is no. So number of errors are 0. Similarly, temperature when it is mild for sunny. For sunny, if it is mild. Again for sunny, it is mild. Okay, for sunny, if it is mild, in one case it is no, and in another case it is yes. So number of errors are 1 out of 2. If the temperature is cool, then for sunny, if the temperature is cool, then only one case, that is yes. So cool to yes, then number of errors are 0 out of 1. The total number of errors for this is 1 out of 5. Next, for humidity. Now for humidity, we have only two values, high and normal. High to no, then 0 error. Normal to yes, again it is 0 error. Because for humidity, if it is high, then play condition is no. If it is normal, play condition is yes. So total number of errors are 0. Next for windy, false and true, we have 1 errors each. For false, 1 error, true, 1 error. So total number of errors are 2 out of 5. Here we have the number of errors for temperature. This is with respect to sunny, temperature 1, humidity 0, windy 2. So by looking at this table, we can easily decide with the least number of errors, that is for humidity, because it takes 0 number of error. So for the sunny place, our next splitting variable would be humidity. The same thing is given here, humidity that can be considered as our next splitting variable. Similar analysis that we have to do for rainy value. Now for this rainy, same thing that can be performed for this also. For temperature, humidity, and windy. For temperature, we will get 2 errors out of 5 values. For humidity, 2 errors out of 5. For windy, 0 number of error out of 5. So with this, we can say that our next splitting variable would be windy, because it takes least number of errors. Here windy gives all correct answers. Now based on this, we can construct the decision tree, because only half part of the tree has we have already constructed. Now here we have to complete the decision tree. First is outlook. It takes 3 values: sunny, overcast, and rainy. Then for overcast, for all the cases it is yes. Then for sunny, we have chosen the next splitting variable as humidity. For rainy, our next splitting variable as windy. Then for humidity, it takes again 2 values. One is high and another is normal. If it is high, then the play condition is no for all 3 cases. If it is normal, the play condition is yes for all 2 cases. Similarly for windy, if it is true, then the play condition is no for all 2 cases. If it is false, then play condition is yes for all 3 cases. Now, this was our question that is being asked. Outlook is sunny. So, outlook is sunny, then it comes to this part. Then, temperature is hot. So, temperature is not there in our decision tree, but we have humidity. So, if the humidity is normal, then we can say that play condition can be yes. So our decision will be yes. So this is our answer, and we got this decision. We got to know the decision by constructing the decision tree. So in this way, we can take the decision by using the construction of decision tree. So this is called as a decision tree algorithm. Thank you.